I would go to like massages and everything. And I started getting better and better. And my mom told me, I could tell you're feeling better from the colors you're wearing now.
Yeah.
She's like,
yeah,
I
you
see.
start taking care of yourself. You start taking care of Raja.
Exactly. And it's that I think that healing is very, very important. The day I started taking care of myself, like going
And what happened? What happened what was the red flag? What happened with you so that you started taking care of yourself? It's important.
you know what happened? I felt like my daughter deserves a happy mother. Because like I see her, she wants to do so many things. She's so cute, she's so beautiful, you know. And like I just watch like TV and stuff. I see like how these moms, they manage to be happy. Like I'm, you know, I love my daughter, but I'm not happy. I just don't want to play. I don't want to do anything. Why? You know, why is that? And like she was like, mommy, I want this. Mommy, I want to play. I want to jump. So I, you know, I'm like, you know, this is not, something is wrong with me. So that was my my red flag.
Okay.
And what happened, like I forced myself to play. I didn't want to play, but I was forced myself. I would be like, just like, okay, what you want this? Okay, let's sleep. But then when I took care of myself more, and I started like really healing, I started enjoying so many things. I would just go to the pool, to her swim lessons, and I would want to stay the whole day with my daughter. And I saw like she was like so excited. I'm like, you know, when you see a child looking at you as if she's looking at me for the first time. She's like, you know, like she's like looking at me like, oh wow, mommy, you play with me like this. And then she would like to show me this. Look what I can do. And at that moment, you almost feel like you're seeing your life with new eyes. And then I'm like, oh my God, definitely something was wrong with me.
And you know, Raja, it's very important what our kids see from us, because they repeat it when they grow big.
Exactly.
So when they see you happy, they tend to be happy. When they see you not good, it changes their life. So that's why anything that can happen, because we didn't talk about that when I was talking about my experience with my depression. I was trying my best not to hit the wall, because I had some attacks this way. I was breaking things, and I was trying to do that without my kids noticing. And I thought at this time that they were not noticing that much. But after and talk about it with her, like I talked about my kids openly, that I was not doing well, and I actually told them I am sick, I needed help, and if it's like this, it's because I'm sick, it's not me.
Yes.
And when I wanted to cry, I used to cry in the room, in the toilets, whatever. I locked on myself, and again, I need to say in front of everyone what a wonderful husband I have, because he was
may Allah protect you guys.
So supportive and so patient, because you need to be patient when you deal with someone that is not doing well.
Of course.
I was lucky it lasts only 4 months, but other people don't have my luck. Talk about it. Don't assume that if you say you will tell someone, they will be judging you. Again, I'm repeating myself a lot, but because it's very important.
Definitely.
You need to talk about it, and especially when you have kids. Say that you're not doing well, and say that it's normal that when you're not doing well, you say it's not you're not fab, how you say it, you're not what you say it, fab, you're not
weak.
You're not weak if you talk about it. Man, gents, if you're not doing well, it does not mean you're not a man. If you're not doing
you know, Sandra, now that you mentioned this, one of the reasons, and no, I went like deep dark, and no, since I was a child, I'm used to of my image being, you know, Raja, she's a good student, Raja is strong, if anyone wants advice, come to me.
I cannot fail.
Exactly. For me, I was like, oh whatever, this is just childish. يعني بالعربي like هالشي ما بيحصل لي أنا يعني no no. So you know, so you have that image about yourself, like not me. I'm strong. Everybody see me as a, like super strong, whatever. But you are, and you don't show. You don't want to talk. But as you said, like I think it's good to vent. But to who? يعني I'd rather go to therapist أحسن. يعني not anyone.
Exactly. This is what I want to say. And you have lots of them, by the way. Now موضة جديدة. You have lots of coaches. You have lots of. If you just need to talk about something without being judged, go see a coach. You have lots out there, and with the cost, some of them are cheap, some are a bit more, some are doing it for free. So you will always reach to someone who can help you. And as I'm telling you, a coach, because let us say what is coaching now. The difference between a coach and a psychologist. A psychologist is gonna go and deal with your past, okay, and what happened so that you came here, okay, and he will give you a hand. A coach is just gonna take things from you, ask you questions that will let you think. Like sometimes I can tell you, what do you want? You will tell me, I don't know. I'll ask you, Tab, what if you knew? What would be? What would it be? Okay.
I love that.
I will not be here to tell you what you will do. Actually, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed, because it's none of my business to come and ask you what happened. My business is to ask you, what do you want instead? Okay, this happened. Can you change your past? No. You can work on your future.
Exactly.
You work on yourself now. And when you take that decision to work on yourself now, even if it starts with something small, don't wait until tomorrow. Lots of these small things that that makes life easier.
That's you know, that's very true. And one more thing, I think, yani, it's working for me. Sometimes we leave our concerns here.
In your head.
So we I think it's very good to write them down and to have an action plan.
I was preparing that. I was going to talk about it.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, tell us about it.
This, what you're talking about, is journaling.
Journaling, yes.
Sorry. I started life coaching. One of my teachers, because I've got lots of them, told us every morning to start writing. So writing your ideas make you focus on them a lot. Sometimes it's so messy here. You have lots of, you're thinking about lot of things. You have lots of goals you want to do. You have lots of dreams. You have lots of non-achieved things. And the best way
to write them.
To write them down, even if you're not doing well. I've got this 2 days ago from Dubai. It's called the 1 minute journal. So you have a timer. Give me 1 second, because it's nice to see. Let me
Sure, yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. I love this. As I mentioned, I love to write my concerns, goals, and sometimes even the thing that you're worried about.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes you're like scared. Oh my God, what if this? What if this? And then when you write them down, you see them as an outsider. Like, this is not too bad, and this is not too. You're like, يعني بس
when it's in your mind, you see your problem like this. Then when you see it written, you say yes, as you said. You say, oh my God, it's only that. It's not big, and oh my God. So this is the journal I'm telling you about, and you have lots of them. It's 1 minute journal.
1 minute journal.
You have, I don't know how you say it, this timer for 1 minute.
Oh, I love that.
So every day, you take 1 minute break in the morning or whatever, at evening, at your convenience. You put 1 minute, you see, just to tell you that it doesn't take time. And you write down. So today was things that makes me happy. Things like And sometimes you feel the problem is so big when you write. Yes, exactly, Nuna. So today was what makes you happy. Tomorrow is what makes you sad.
Oh,
Okay,
nice.
and you have what amuses you, what depresses you. So you have every day just a minute. This is one kind of journal.
I love
Okay,
it.
it's amazing. And you have this calm journal where you have quotes.
Did you get it from Amazon?
You can have it from Amazon. I'm
Maybe I
sure
could.
you can find it. I got it from the library, so
Beautiful.
you can get it from wherever. And actually, you don't need it to be fancy. You can get a
No,
paper.
حلوة. I love the idea.
Very nice, because they tell you it's only 1 minute. You have
Yeah,
it. You don't need to be a writer to do it. You just put your mind on a paper.
exactly.
Okay. And one thing I do is that in the morning when I wake up, and I try to make it to let my kids do it. Okay, is that you write every morning. You wake up. You don't read news. You don't read whatever. You
Yeah.
just wake up and listen to something relaxing or a motivational speech. This is how you.
I love Feiruz in the morning.
Feiruz, Abdel Halim, whoever.
Yes.
Okay, and you listen to something that will motivate you. Then you do 1 minute exercise, very tough one. You jump. I jump because next to my bed I have nothing.
That's
Okay,
good.
some people run. Some people. I even got the rebounder, which is a small trampoline that
Oh,
you can
nice.
every morning, and just jump so that you start your day with energy.
Beautiful.
Then you write down things you're grateful for.
That's
Okay.
that's
So
very powerful. You're right.
today I'm grateful that I opened my eyes, as stupid as it is. Some people sleep
That's
and don't wake up. I have my senses, all my senses. I'm grateful for having my family around. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for my growth. I'm grateful for my dog. I'm grateful for
I want a
my.
dog.
Yeah, I have 2 dogs actually.
You know, now that you mentioned that, I've been trying to adopt like a pet, a cat or dog. Here, it's like you're adopting a kid.
Yeah, exactly. And you will see the joy it gives you.
I would
It
love to.
the house. Go for it. It's nice. Then you write 10 goals you have. Not You don't need to make it 10. I want to get rid of my weight. I want to read
That's
more.
true.
But
That's
you
true.
don't. You see, that's true as well. You don't just write it down. You put I need to, I want, not I need. I want to get rid of my 2 kilos by the end of the month. You have to
Specific.
make it measurable. You have to be specific.
True.
Okay, because if you just put I want to get rid of my
It's
weight,
like,
it can take 5 years. Okay.
I think it's very good to be specific, even if it's just 1 kilo per month. At least you are like
Yeah,
specific.
sure. Sammy is asking, what about the weather? Of course, it can have effect on you if I'm
Oh,
assuming, Sammy, if you don't like the rain and it suddenly rains, you will think that there's a conspiration in your life, and oh my God, it's raining. I cannot do this. I cannot do that.
by
It
the
might.
way, it's very true, especially here in Chicago. So we have almost, I think, more than 6 months frozen, like
Raining.
the
Wow.
snow to the knee.
Wow.
Like we are swimming in snow. Like I have, my car is like a big car, but it gets covered all كل شيء covered, and then
Yeah.
you have to spend 1 hour trying to get it
Just
out.
to remove. Now you
Exactly.
can take it in a bad way, but you can adapt yourself to that. We can always find something negative in any situation if you want. But
Definitely.
the contrary is also true. You can find any positive
Of course.
reason to feel better. I think October and December. Why?
I feel that.
I cannot. Why? I don't know why. You have
Maybe
to know what is changing, what's happening in October, November, December in your life. What can you change? What can you do about it? Because you cannot, with things that you cannot control, you cannot change. Can you control the weather? No.
nope.
Even if you don't like the rain, it will eventually rain. But you can adapt and make it a nice moment.
I had some, I think, like, also, but always there's solutions for everything. Like here in Chicago, the thing is, like, we don't have enough sun in winter, and that affects our body and
Yeah.
your mood. But there is solution. There is like some lamp that you can have, like, for vitamin D, I guess. And some of my friends, like, I like positive friends, like people who try to find the positive in every situation. I had this friend, she was like, okay guys, so we used to be like a group of friends, and the funny thing, like in winter here in Chicago, nobody talks to anyone because everybody's in bad mood. And then as soon as like the spring and summer, and then we are everywhere, we're traveling, having fun. And then one of my friends suggested, she's like, you know what, in winter time, let's just build snowmen, you know.
Yeah. One of the things you can do.
She's like, we can look for like winter activities, you know, something.
Of course, you have lots of things to do there. You can paint. You can I guess there are lots of activities. Just put some hot clothes on.
Some thinking.
Yeah, that's it. And listen, when you write down the things you're grateful for, you forget all the bad things around you. I did something last week, is that I had a fear of the ocean and the sea, and I had to talk about it, and I did not open live after that.
Oh, you fear the ocean?
I don't like the ocean, the sea, the waves, whatever, because something happened previously in my life that I was taken by a wave. So I have like a phobia, and I decided to skydive.
Skydive?
On top of the ocean. Yeah, skydive on top of the ocean. Imagine who would do that.
Did you do that?
I did it.
And
I will post the video.
My heart is gonna stop.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about it, and my heart is beating very quickly because I'm going back to that day where I jumped. So the skydiving experience was not that which was scaring me. The part
water
was scaring me is that, okay, if I fall down, I will fall down in the sea, and the sea, it means that some fish will eat me. I'm gonna be taken by the waves and blah 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 blah. I did all that movie in myself, but then I said, you know what? I jumped one time, and it was when this depression started. I wanted to shout, I wanted to scream that how much I was angry. Then I jumped, and when I was up there, this moment you jump and you have this free fall, you say, oh my God, you are nothing. We are nothing.
Wow.
We are that. And listen, what? Your problems are nothing. Your problems are such, when you see yourself jumping and you see that big place down there,
wow.
you start seeing
you're like أنا ولا شيء, يعني it's you're just like.
Yes, and plus إنه ليش زعلانة؟ ليش عم زعل حالي? Why am I making myself mad for things that have nothing to do with life? نحن عن جد ولا شيء.
Tell me about, you know, I've been trying to do this since I think 2017, but then I found out as I was pregnant I stopped. But like the first إنه jump, إنه يعني حطيتي رجلك and you're like.
ما حطيت رجلك. Let me tell you, you don't have time to think about it. You know what happens? First of all, this time the door of the plane was open, and we went up 13,000 feet. Okay.
يا رب.
And one of the guys that was there, this is why when I realized because I did it tandem, I did it with someone else. Okay, there's an instructor on top of you, and you're attached to him, and you jump together. But then this plane went up for 20 minutes, and after 15 minutes, I saw that door that was open. The guy in front of me looked at me and jumped alone. You know,
you didn't hesitate. You didn't hesitate.
Not me. He didn't hesitate. He did, and he jumped. He opened. He didn't even think about it. But then I started to say, I was the second, I was the next one to go. So I told her, and for the second time, I told her, listen, if I don't jump, if I resist, you just push me. But then I realized, you know what? What will happen?
Yes.
I will, this moment that you have to throw yourself, I think this is the best part of it, because you fall down for a minute, okay?
Yeah.
And it's wow. It's, and Jad, the feeling is amazing. Don't think twice. If you want to do it, go and do it.
I want to do it, but I'm just like, يعني صراحة one reason, or the biggest reason why I want to do it, because I am a big believer in no, once you overcome your biggest fear, you become fearless.
Exactly.
Anything.
Exactly. Now, fear is there for everyone, but that I started like praying in my head. My only concern was, you know, what if something happens, not for me, because of my kids and my husband. Okay.
Yes.
But then when you jump, I'm telling you, when you jump, it's another feeling. You feel small in this world, and nothing has ما في شيء sorry, I will say it in Arabic, عنده قيمة. إنه why fighting, why killing, why
I love that. I didn't skydive, but I feel that way when لما بكون في الطيارة, when I'm on, يعني in a plane, and then you look at everything, and the whole plane that normally looks to us big, it's like
it's so small.
Like it's so small.
Yeah, it is.
And then you start thinking, as you mentioned, of your problems. Oh, you know, I don't know what people think about you. Who are يعني مين هم ال people أصلا يعني
Yeah. Nothing matters as much as yourself, for yourself. Be your own judge. Be
True.
your own, and don't listen to your head a lot. Put these ideas on your copybook, on your paper. When you're not feeling well, keep your mouth closed. I mean, when you're not feeling well, now when you're angry, and I mean everyone does it. When you're angry, you say things you don't want to say. Write them down. Say why you're angry. How can you replace that feeling?
You know, there is I don't know what happened to me today, but I want to talk about something that happened to me, and I think it's good about anger. You know, Mara, I had this experience with the lady. I don't know. She said that's something I didn't like. That hurts me so bad. And رحت لسيارتي. You know when you go and then you think I should have told her this and this and this, like very rude things, and I was still angry. But then I was like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna go home. And then I was like, I'm just gonna write down every single word I want to tell her. And together when you said this, and like so many يعني I'm like, I'm just gonna be free, as if I'm mad at her, and I'm just like, because she was very very يعني hurtful يعني. فلما كتبت everything, when I wrote everything down وخليته هناك, I just left everything there. I'm like, رحت, you know, I went for a walk, and then I came back to read. And I was reading, I was like, oh my God.
Why am I angry? What did she say?
I'm like, no matter, يعني حتى لو يعني راحت بيك لجهنم, you don't tell her this.
Listen, Raja, there's something about anger sometimes, is that when you're angry about something, it's somehow, it is related really to you. So the question is, why did I get angry? It means that something inside you, maybe from yourself, was bothering you, and maybe something from what she's saying is somewhere true. وإلا, it will not make you that angry.
You know, that's very true, because it was يعني part of it was true. But the way she talked about it, like يعني being sarcastic. Oh, يعني what do you think? Something like this. But you're right. And no, it had some truth.
يعني, like, you know, there's I don't want to say it in Arabic because my husband will laugh on me, and everyone, I guess, even Moroccan, your fans, whatever. اللي تحت باطه مسلة, something like this. So when you have something,
you can say it عادي, it's okay, entre parenthèses.
entre parenthèses يعني إنه when you've done something someday, I don't know how to say it, you feel offended because you did it as well, or you lived it as well. يعني when if someone tells you this is, it comes back to this one, to the four agreement. If someone tells you, oh, you're so ugly, okay,
and you feel
it means that this person who's telling you you're so ugly feels this way about himself.
That's true.
That's why he's telling it to you.
That's very true.
So yeah. So when you are touched by things that are said by someone,
you know, by the way, بالمغربي we have the same word.
yeah, تنغزو, yes. يعني if it didn't
like
mean
poking.
to you, exactly. If it didn't mean to you, you wouldn't be angry.
Exactly. You know, that's true. مثلا لنفرض, like let's suppose انه for example, if you are, let's say you are tall, مثلا as an example, you're a tall woman. I'm like, oh Sandra, look how short you are. You'd be like,
yeah,
what?
yeah, because maybe because I'm tall, I don't feel that good being tall. I'm saying that.
Exactly.
You will only see the short. You will see it in your
exactly.
Yes, in what
you think about yourself.
Yeah. So maybe that person, when she told you that, it's because she was feeling that that, oh, I'm too big, or I'm too, you know.
Exactly.
So there's something always going on in the both sides.
Subhanallah, I really think that it's very, very important to study like how, that's what I love, you know, and I hope like one day I go for PhD, but if I do, inshallah, the thesis will be something around understanding the human mind and how we function. يعني psychology, like why we do what we are doing, because
you can check the NLP, neuro-linguistic
programmation neuro-linguistique.
Voilà, exactement. C'est ce que je fais en ce moment, by the way.
J'adore.
You can. I have a teacher, and she was here. I don't know if she's still here. Coach Bahia Maktabe. I'm learning with her hypnotherapy and NLP. And
okay. You need to tell us about hypnotherapy. Maybe
okay. I will say it very shortly, because it's not. I'm not yet done with
like
that.
just general idea.
Tell you that it's not at all what you see and you listen to on TV. Oh, they're gonna make me sleep, and they're gonna take the, you know, and 1, 2, 3, you're sleeping, and no, it's not that. It's not that at all. It's a very powerful practice for. I've experienced it. That's why I was very curious to learn about it and to practice it. You can get rid from any kind of phobia. You can get, and by the way, before I jumped, I got a session with a colleague of mine who is studying with me. So she practiced on me the fear of the sea, and we did a session online, and it was magical.
So can you like paint that? How does it look? يعني
everything has a reason. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, and I hope Bahia doesn't mind me saying it. There's a story. It's not a story. It's a client a patient that came to see a hypnotherapist, thinking that she was raped when she was small. Okay. And after that, she had lots of problems. She had lots of phobias. She had lots of things. You know, when you think you're raped, and suddenly, when she got hypnotized, when she got her session, and hypnotized again is not that, you know.
Sandra, can you give me just give me 1 minute? I'm gonna get the charger. Sorry, I'll be right back.
No problem.
1 minute.
Maybe I can see what was asked. Guys, if you have anything to say, because I was focusing on Raja. So maybe I can say that I will soon be doing with a friend of mine, which is artist, art session with coaching, art therapy. I was just talking with the people that are there. So
Perfect.
yes,
Yeah, sorry, now I'm back.
Coming back to the story.
Yes.
What's happening here? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, okay. So I was saying, coming back to the story of this girl, okay, who thought that her uncle raped her, by the way. With doing this therapy with the hypnotherapist, she went back to the past, okay, and to that moment she start having lots of fear and phobias, and she remembered that actually her uncle did not rape her. What happened? She remembered, yeah. She went back and she remembered that day her uncle, there was a party in the house, and the guy was drunk. Her uncle was drunk and he wanted to go and pee in the toilet. Now, because he was drunk, he didn't know that he went to the girl's room, which was his niece, and he peed in the corner. I'm sorry for the story, but this is how I find it good to explain it. He peed in the corner, and she woke up seeing whatever she saw, and in her mind, she thought he was raping her.
Wow.
She didn't talk about it, and she grew up.
He lived with it
and had all these fears and the phobias about men. Her relationships with men were not working, and whatever. Until that day, she went and saw the hypnotherapist. She thought that she was a girl that was raped. Wow. Okay, so the hypnotherapist will go back to what you lived to have this phobia, or to have whatever this something that is stopping you. Everything has a reason, and it starts from when you are 2 or 1 year old. You cannot imagine that when you're that small, things around you can impact you. Words can impact you. Yani mothers that says to their kids, oh, you will never be a man, can let this boy turn into a gay, can let this man turn into a whatever, just because of a word he heard from his mom or from a teacher. He will have this how you say it, نقص بحياته, this something missing in his life, just because of something a teacher told him, or his dad told him, or because of a behavior that the parents used to have in front of the kids,
of the child.
Yeah.
Wallah, it's very that's very true. Yeah, like now whatever you say, I try to apply it and remember. And I've seen, I'm sorry, when you are a child, you believe anything your parents say or your teachers say. Someone you think is at that time is everything for you.
Exactly.
And I remember when I was a child, like my mom and dad, they always say, Raja, he's really smart. Raja is this. Even though sometimes I was not doing as good as many other kids, but until this point, I still feel that's what motivates me. So they create that image about yourself.
No. This actually it's called an anchoring. Okay.
Les points d'ancrage, right?
Voilà, exactement, c'est ça. Donc, when you anchor someone, and anchor can be good or bad. Like, when you see someone do that, what does it mean for you?
حضربك.
أيوة, exactly. This is an anchor. So whenever someone is talking or doing this, you feel that someone is attacking you, that, okay, it's like the red lights out. You're anchored. When it's red, you stop. When it's orange, you slow down. When it's green, you go. This is anchoring. This is how you're anchored.
Wow.
And it's the same when someone tells you, if your mom or your dad says, you're a loser, you're a loser, you're a loser, okay? You will be a loser.
You know, this is very important, especially in the Arabic world. We do it a lot. Even parents, they do it with their own kids.
Of course.
And even with my own siblings, I know how the treatment was from like a family members, and it affected like one of my sisters a lot, because what happens, like I really believe that everyone is talented in something. Maybe
Exactly.
I'm good at education and reading. My sister, she's talented at something else. She loves arts, she loves. But what happens, like everybody say, like since you are like from childhood, yeah, okay, like this girl, like Sandra is smart, she's good at school, she's good, so that boosts your confidence as Sandra. But maybe your sister was good something at something else, but for the society, like for example art or painting, that's nothing, like whatever, but she is
Yeah.
an average student. So what they
Yeah.
say about your sister, oh, don't even bother yourself with her, she's like very stupid. And sometimes they say it يعني jokingly.
Even
But
joking can affect.
that's even bad, because that
Mm.
person, when she grows up, she always feels that she has that sense of I'm less. Yani even
Yeah.
when you're talking, even like some people are confident, they're talking, they're like I'm here, I talk, confident. But some people, they are talking وكأنهم مخبيين وكأنهم
Mm.
خايفين, they're like kind of hiding, they're like, should I talk? Maybe you're right,
Or if I talk, they will make fun of me.
it's
If
very bad. يعني I've seen that in my family, it was very normal, and people still doing it till now. Like, oh, my kid Ayman مثلا, for example, he's the smartest, he's this.
and
Oh,
the child is hearing what is saying, automatically he assumes that Ayman is great, but me, I'm not good.
and the other child, oh, just leave him alone, don't, if you want, ask this one. But so the other one, he did develop this like a feeling of inferiority,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that stays with you like forever, unless you do some self-healing or something.
Exactly. That's why I'm telling you it starts very young. So people, whatever is happening in the house is very important, and communication is very important with moms and their kids. Whatever is happening in your life, or if you're going through a divorce, it's very important to talk about it. You went through
Of
that
course,
with the child, as small as he is. Mommy and daddy love each other,
that's what I
but
tell my daughter.
yes, but it just didn't work
Hmm.
because it happens. Okay, it
True.
happens. Does not mean that it's your fault. It's not my fault. It's
Of
not
course.
your daddy's fault. Okay. Now, when you are in the problem, it's much easier for us outside to talk about it.
Sure.
But it's a habit that we need to take, is to mind what
Exactly.
we're saying. Mind what we're saying always. The words are very important. The words you say,
Exactly.
because it can mark a person. You
it's very
can.
it's very important to know how to reframe
Exactly.
situations. For
Exactly.
example, with Noor, my daughter, she now she goes to school, and they have this picture, the color pictures of a family, like father and the mom. She goes to her dad like now 2 days a week, and that's good, because she spends time. She loves him. She likes to play with him, everything, and me too. And before, so I try. She's gonna be 4 this month.
Okay.
So I
Mama.
tell her, thank you. I tell her, listen, baby, people have one home, you have two.
أيوة.
تعرفي انه like you have mommy's home, and then I have mama and my siblings, they love her, everybody gets her gifts, but everybody else only have one. They only have one birthday party, you have two. You
Yeah,
know?
excellent, excellent. What a good way
Exactly.
to talk about it. You have 2 rooms. Everybody gets to have one room. You
Exactly.
have
I'm like,
rooms.
you see, my
Yeah,
you have a pink room, daddy got you a yellow room. She's like, yeah, I'm lucky. and
yeah,
and she loves it. So like it's good to reframe everything. Like now, instead of feeling bad, she feels good. I'm like, you have two cars, sometimes you go with daddy's car, sometimes you go with mommy's car.
exactly, exactly. And it's important because, at this age, I don't know exactly at what age it starts bullying. This is something
Exactly.
very important. It's a very vague, very big subject to talk
Yes.
about now. but this is how bullying starts. If you don't make your kids strong, like
Definitely.
some kids will tell her, oh, your dad is not living with you. And when you say that to your daughter, she knows what to answer.
Exactly.
It's
I'm
like,
I I'm like I try to be proactive. So, and also like there's so many things that make a child or a person like عنده ثقة يعني confidence, self-confidence. One of my plans, like now she takes swim lessons and to take self-defense. Self-defense is good because it makes the person strong. You're like, you attack me, I'm gonna, I'm good at defending myself.
yeah,
Exactly. So I think
it's a good way.
it's very important. So like first to reframe the situation. Okay, baby, even at midnight, if you feel you want to see your dad, I'm driving, I'm gonna take you there. And then her dad he does the same thing. I'm like, okay, please, if she wants to see me, we are always talking, only 2 days with him. But she never, and I even like when I moved here next to his house. So she's like,
So it's very easy. Yeah, it's now
exactly.
you are the lucky part of I mean, it does not happen a lot, but this
True.
is the way to do it. It happens.
Exactly.
Divorce is something that is sometimes very good for a couple because it's better than being with another person and it's not working. Okay, so
Exactly.
it's better for you, it's better for him, and it's better for the kids, rather than having parents always fighting, and then you build this image of a couple. Then suddenly when the kid grow up, for him this is what is marriage. It's not going to succeed. But when you
No.
define things the proper way, he can
Exactly.
see that no, it happens, and it's okay if it happens as well.
Exactly. Yeah, that's very important. And I think like for sometimes divorce can be good in many cases. You rather be with a happy mother, like always smiling, taking you out, have been fun, and the happy dad, then just be okay. Like for the outside world, oh, beautiful family. Everybody, for example, when I was still married, oh my God, you're a gorgeous family. Lucky you, lucky him. But you're not happy. Like, who cares about what people think if you're not happy?
Exactly. This is where you don't only judge on what you see. This is what I was saying before. You see me smiling, but it does not specially mean that I'm okay. So
Exactly.
when you see someone always smiling, don't assume that this person is not having hard time. It might be that this person is doing very well and is strong, but maybe there's something bad going on.
Exactly. Oh my God, Sandra, I could talk to you forever.
Happy.
This is seriously one of my best or favorite interviews. Or
Thank you so much, Raja Anjad, and I was very honored to be with you.
thank you so
And
much.
I'm grateful for that live.
Thank
And
you. Nouri.
if anyone, by the way, I'm just doing it now for all the ones that are listening to the live.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever is listening, have 30 minutes free coaching. Whoever is coming, just let me know that you're coming from Raja,
Perfect.
and I will be
Thank you.
more than happy to answer any question, to coach, to give a sample of what coaching is about, and just
Perfect.
to listen.
And I invite you guys, this live, inshallah, is going to be saved in my page. Anyone you're watching live or watching the recording, I invite you to follow Sandra. And she's an amazing life coach. And as she
Thank
mentioned,
you.
you can have a free 30-minute to know what's life coaching. And, she'll help you.
Yes, I will, with pleasure.
Thank you so much. Sandra, شو هي آخر, or I'm sorry, like I always switch to Arabic. I always forget.
I tend to do that. I switch to Arabic and French when I lose myself.
Me too. So, what's your advice or يعني to struggling women and men? يعني
My,
as a last word for our interview.
just listen to your body and your mind, and again, seek for help. Seek for help, because you will lose yourself if you don't talk about it. Okay, so you have lots of people around to listen without judging, it can be a sister, it can be a brother, it can be a mother. And not only that, not only for those that are not doing well, for those that have someone that is not doing well, listen, just listen.
True.
Don't give your advices, because maybe this is not what the person needs. They just need to talk without being judged. And
Exactly.
going to a doctor or going to a life coach is not something bad. It's not something bad. Experience it and you will feel better.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sandra, for your time. Thank you for your family and your audience, and
Thank you.
to anyone watching this live. Thank you so much, and I hope we can have more interviews, inshallah. Maybe either in Arabic or English. So I will think.
Oh my God, you wouldn't try me in Arabic, huh?
No.
Yes, ما عندي مشكلة, بس it will not be 100% full Arabic.
It would be, Tafi, the good thing about Lebanon and Morocco is we are like half French. We speak like a lot of French and Arabic.
We have, yeah, this famous Lebanese ma'am. They said, hi, كيفك ça va?
Exactly.
Hi, كيفك in Arabic and ça va in French. So
we do the same thing. نقولوا لاباس ça va.
Yes. And anytime, I'm more than happy in Arabic, in English, or in French. It was a great experience, Raja. Thank you so much.
Sandra. Thank you so much. I know it's very late in Saudi. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Merci beaucoup. Say hi to your family and see you next time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Merci. Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.